Well, he's wearing makeup. He's wearing blackface or red face, as we would call, where you wear makeup to take the persona of another ethnicity, which is just that went out in the 20s. That's just not cool, and it seems to tread on the same sort of classic stereotypes. So that original opening monologue had him wandering around seemingly lost, coming out. He's got the new no teeth. It seems to really tread on very old-fashioned racial stereotypes that really should have been out passé or out of taste decades ago. Is this show popular? It is. Indigenous people are vastly underrepresented in media all over the world. And when you are underrepresented, you seek to find yourself in popular culture, because to be unrepresented means you're invisible. And to get some representation means maybe you're not as invisible as you were before. But the challenge is, in the absence of correct Indigenous-made representation, Indigenous people will gravitate towards racist portrayals because it's the only thing that they can actually identify with. So if this is the only show where Indigenous people from Peru can see a character that is as grotesque as it is in some way meant to reflect them, I'm not surprised that they gravitate to. What I would suggest is, if there's more media that is more equitable, that has fair representation, then you actually have a choice, and then you can see where Indigenous people will go. I suspect if Indigenous people made their own sketch comedy show with their own sense of humor, they would switch, because then you wouldn't have stereotypical portrayals that allow the larger overculture, the colonial culture that exists here, to continue to place Indigenous people in a marginalized place in the media and in their mind. Media absolutely can propagate racist thoughts because it creates stereotypical portrayals that, in the absence of correct portrayals, become fact for the overculture. Hate speech, racist portrayals are not protected by freedom of speech or freedom of expression. They are absolutely open to critique, especially they are open to critique from members of the culture being portrayed in those shows. So to conflate racist portrayals or bigotry or hate speech as free speech is actually simply wrong.